There is a principle in life that cannot be ignored, and it is simple yet powerful. Everything that is meant for you will arrive at the right moment. You may not understand it, and you may feel frustrated when things don't happen according to your schedule, but there is a reason for every delay. Sometimes what we think is late is actually perfectly on time. Timing is not random, it is deliberate, intentional, and precise. Life has a way of positioning us for the exact moment when a blessing, an opportunity, or a breakthrough should occur. When you look at your life, you may see gaps, pauses, or seasons of waiting. You may see doors that are closed or paths that seem blocked. But these moments are not failures. They are preparation. They are shaping you, molding you, and equipping you for what is about to come. There is a divine rhythm at work that cannot be rushed or bypassed. Think about the natural world for a moment. The fruit does not ripen before its season. The sun rises and sets in its time. The rain falls when it is needed, not when we demand it. There is an order to everything, a timing that governs life in ways we cannot always see or understand. In the same way, the important things in your life, the relationships, the opportunities, the breakthroughs will arrive in their perfect season. They will not arrive too early, because if they did, you would not be ready to receive them. They will not arrive too late, because they are destined for you. What is meant for you cannot be taken from you, and it cannot be delayed beyond its appointed moment. So often we become anxious because we are looking for results according to our own timetable. We want promotions, recognition, or answers immediately, and when they do not appear, we doubt ourselves, we doubt life, and sometimes we even doubt God. But this is the very moment when faith is required. You must trust that there is a plan, a design, and a timing that is beyond your control, but that is always for your good. Delays are not denials. Every closed door is an opportunity to prepare for the door that will open in the perfect season. Every setback is a lesson that equips you for what is ahead, and every waiting period is a signal that something greater is on the way. Understanding timing also requires patience and discernment. You cannot force a blessing to manifest before you are ready, because readiness is part of the process. The person who is impatient often misses the full measure of what is coming because they are too busy rushing, too busy comparing, or too busy doubting. When the time is right, everything aligns. The people you need to meet, the opportunities you need to encounter, and the resources you need will all converge in a way that seems miraculous, yet it is perfectly timed. And when it does happen, you will recognize it immediately, because it will feel effortless, natural, and inevitable. This is why you must embrace patience and trust in the unseen. You must stop measuring your life against someone else's schedule or comparing your journey to the journeys of others. Your timing is unique. What belongs to you is coming, and it will arrive at the perfect moment. Every delay, every pause, every challenge is part of the preparation. You are being readied for what is coming. And when that moment arrives, you will realize that every trial, every struggle, and every season of waiting was necessary to position you exactly where you need to be. Timing is everything, and what is meant for you will never miss you. Patience is one of the most difficult, yet most powerful qualities you can develop in life. It is not merely waiting, it is waiting with purpose, with faith, and with trust that the timing of your life is being orchestrated for your highest good. Many people confuse patience with passivity as if waiting means doing nothing, but true patience is active. It is preparation, it is perseverance, and it is maintaining your focus and your integrity while the world seems to move slowly around you. Life tests your patience not to punish you, not to break you, but to prepare you for what is coming. Those who learn to wait with dignity, who learn to endure with hope, will always be positioned for greatness when their moment arrives. Consider the process of building something significant. A skyscraper cannot rise in a day. Every floor must be constructed carefully, every beam placed with precision, every foundation reinforced so that when the building is complete, it can withstand the test of time. Your life is no different. Your dreams, your relationships, your career, your purpose, they require time to develop. Impatience can lead to mistakes, wrong choices, and missed opportunities. But patience ensures that when your breakthrough comes, it is stable, it is lasting, and it is perfectly aligned with your destiny. Patience also teaches resilience. When you wait, you encounter challenges that test your determination. Doors may remain closed. People may disappoint you. Circumstances may seem unfair or unjust. And in those moments, it is easy to grow frustrated, to question why things are not moving faster. But these are precisely the moments that shape your character. Every trial, every delay, every challenge strengthens your resolve. Every test in patience is a training ground for your spirit. Those who endure learn to trust themselves, trust the process, and trust the unseen forces at work in their lives. Faith and patience are inseparable. To be patient, you must believe that what is meant for you will come, and that it will come at exactly the right time. You must stop trying to control the uncontrollable and start focusing on what you can cultivate within yourself, your skills, your mindset, your character, and your readiness. When you are patient, you are not just waiting, you are growing. You are preparing your heart, your mind, and your spirit for the moment when your opportunity arrives. Impatience often comes from comparison. We look at others and see them moving faster, achieving more, and we feel left behind. But comparison steals joy, undermines faith, and blinds you to your own journey. Everyone's path unfolds according to their own timing. You cannot accelerate your life by rushing, and you cannot delay another person's blessing by envying them. True patience is rooted in understanding that your story is unique and that your season will arrive exactly as it is supposed to. Embracing patience requires perspective. Life may seem long when you are waiting, but in reality, the waiting period is a fraction of your entire journey. If you can hold on, if you can remain faithful and diligent, you will find that the waiting was necessary. The preparation you undergo in patience ensures that when your opportunity comes, you are ready not just to receive it, but to maximize it, to honor it, and to sustain it. Patience is not passive, it is powerful. It strengthens, it equips, and it aligns you with the rhythm of life. Those who master the art of waiting do not merely survive delays, they thrive through them. They become people who are unshakable, people who can stand firm when storms arrive, and people who recognize that timing and patience together create the perfect conditions for success. To practice patience is to trust that every delay is a setup, every pause is preparation, and every season of waiting is molding you into the person who can handle the gift when it finally arrives. Life moves in seasons, and understanding these seasons is essential to walking in purpose and fulfillment. There are seasons of waiting, seasons of preparation, and seasons of action. Each season has its own rhythm, its own lessons, and its own opportunities. The challenge is that many people fail to recognize what season they are in. They try to act in a season meant for waiting, or they try to wait when the time to move has already arrived. When you learn to discern the seasons of life, you will discover that timing is not just about patience. It is about knowing when to step forward and when to stand still. There are seasons when doors remain closed for a reason. You may feel restless or frustrated, thinking that life is passing you by. But that period of waiting is not wasted. It is a season for growth, for learning, for strengthening your character. It is a time to refine your skills, to cultivate your mind, and to prepare your spirit for what is coming. Like a tree that must withstand storms before it bears fruit, you too must endure the trials of a waiting season. The purpose is not just to test you, but to position you so that when the season of action comes, you are ready to rise to the occasion. Then there are seasons of preparation. These seasons may look similar to waiting, but they are distinct. Preparation is active. It is doing the work behind the scenes, even when no one is watching. It is honing your talents, building relationships, learning wisdom, and gaining the insight you will need for future success. Many people underestimate the power of preparation because it does not produce immediate results. They grow impatient and act prematurely only to find that their efforts fall short. But preparation ensures that when the right season arrives, you can step into it fully equipped. And finally, there are seasons of action. This is the time to move boldly, decisively, and with confidence. The opportunities you have been waiting for, the doors that have been closed, and the blessings that were delayed all converge in this moment. To miss the season of action is to miss the reward for your patience and preparation. That is why discernment is critical. You must be able to recognize the signs, sense the opportunities, and step forward when the timing is right. Acting too early or too late can diminish your impact, but moving in the right season multiplies the results of all the seasons that came before it. Understanding seasons also requires humility and faith. You must trust that there is a time for everything, a divine rhythm guiding your life. Seasons are not random, they are intentional. The struggles of one season, the waiting of another, and the preparation of yet another are all interconnected, all leading toward your ultimate purpose. When you can see the pattern, you begin to understand that life is not about rushing, not about forcing outcomes, but about aligning yourself with the natural flow of time and opportunity. Many people fail because they do not respect the power of seasons. They want immediate results, and in doing so, They bypass the necessary stages of growth and preparation. But every season has value. The waiting teaches patience. The preparation teaches skill. The action teaches courage. And together they create a life that is not just successful, but sustainable, meaningful, and impactful. Recognizing the seasons also helps you maintain hope and resilience. When you face delays or setbacks, you can remind yourself that this is just one season, not the entirety of your journey. When you are in action, you can celebrate the fruits of previous seasons. Life is cyclical, and every season serves a purpose. Those who understand the rhythm of seasons do not panic when things seem stagnant, nor do they hesitate when the moment to move arrives. They flow with life, knowing that every stage is preparing them for the next, and that each season is a step toward their ultimate destiny. Preparation is the foundation of every breakthrough. Just as a seed must be planted in fertile soil, nurtured with water, sunlight, and care before it grows into a strong and fruitful tree, every dream, goal, and opportunity in life requires preparation before it can flourish. Too often, people see the success of others and assume it came quickly or easily, but what they fail to realize is that behind every visible victory is a period of unseen preparation, of silent work, and of disciplined effort. Preparation is not glamorous. It may feel repetitive, monotonous, or even frustrating. You may not see immediate results, and sometimes it seems like nothing is happening at all. But this is exactly when the most important work is taking place, work that will determine the size and impact of your eventual breakthrough. Preparation requires patience, discipline, and consistency. It means showing up every day, doing what is necessary, and resisting the temptation to cut corners or rush the process. It means sharpening your skills, gaining knowledge, building character, and learning from every challenge. Every failure becomes a lesson, every delay becomes a teacher, and every setback becomes a stepping stone. The person who prepares well will be ready when opportunity arrives, while the person who ignores preparation will struggle when the time comes to act. Preparation ensures that you are not only able to receive your breakthrough, but that you can sustain it and maximize it when it comes. Preparation is also about alignment. It is about making sure that your heart, mind, and spirit are in harmony with the path you are pursuing. You may have a dream or a calling, but if your character is not aligned, or if your mindset is not ready, your success will be limited or short-lived. Preparation gives you the ability to handle responsibility, to make wise decisions, and to rise to the challenges that inevitably accompany opportunity. It ensures that you are not just stepping into success, but stepping into it fully equipped to thrive and excel. Another key aspect of preparation is perseverance. Often we are tempted to give up because the results are not immediate. We want the rewards without the work, the harvest without the planting, the breakthrough without the preparation. But life does not work that way. Every great achievement, every powerful testimony is the result of diligent preparation, sustained effort, and an unwavering commitment to growth. Preparation is the invisible work that makes visible success possible. It may go unnoticed by others, but it is never wasted. Preparation also involves learning to trust the process. When you are actively preparing, You may not see the full picture. You may feel uncertain about the future, and you may wonder if your efforts are making a difference. But the process itself is shaping you, strengthening you, and positioning you for what is to come. Like a sculptor chiseling a block of stone, each experience, each challenge, and each lesson is shaping you into the person capable of fulfilling your destiny. Preparation is often unseen, but it is never meaningless. Finally, preparation builds confidence. When your time comes, when your opportunity arrives, you will step into it without fear because you know you have done the work. You will act with clarity, purpose, and authority because you are ready. The struggles, the waiting, the challenges, and the effort were all investments in your readiness. Preparation is the bridge between where you are and where you are meant to go. And those who embrace it will find that when the moment arrives, they are more than ready, they are unstoppable. Perseverance is the secret ingredient that turns dreams into reality. Life is not always smooth, and the path to success is rarely straight. There will be obstacles, setbacks, and moments when everything seems to be working against you. In these moments, it is easy to give up, to throw in the towel, and to accept less than what you are capable of achieving. But those who persevere are the ones who ultimately experience the breakthroughs they have been waiting for. Perseverance is not just about enduring, it is about pressing forward with determination, maintaining focus on your vision, and refusing to allow temporary difficulties to define your destiny. Perseverance begins with a mindset, a belief that what is meant for you cannot be stolen, delayed indefinitely, or lost. It requires faith in the process and in yourself. Those who persevere understand that failure is not final, that delays are not denials, and that every challenge is an opportunity to grow stronger, wiser, and more resilient. Each time you encounter a setback, perseverance teaches you to rise again, to adjust your approach, and to continue moving forward. It is in these moments of struggle that your character is forged and your spirit is strengthened. Perseverance also requires vision. You must have a clear understanding of what you are striving for and why it matters. When the road gets difficult, when discouragement tries to take hold, it is this vision that will keep you moving. Without a vision, obstacles become overwhelming and challenges feel insurmountable. But when you hold your vision firmly, every setback becomes a lesson, every delay becomes a preparation, and every difficulty becomes an opportunity to prove your commitment. Perseverance transforms obstacles into stepping stones, allowing you to rise higher than you ever imagined. Another essential aspect of perseverance is resilience. Life will test your limits, but resilience allows you to bounce back stronger each time you are knocked down. The person who gives up at the first sign of resistance will never experience the fullness of their potential, but the person who perseveres, who refuses to quit, and who continues to work diligently despite setbacks will ultimately find that the struggle was necessary to shape them for the greatness they are destined to achieve. Perseverance turns pain into power, failure into fuel, and challenges into catalysts for growth. Perseverance is also about consistency. Small daily efforts compounded over time produce monumental results. You may not see immediate success, and it may feel like your hard work is going unnoticed, but consistency builds momentum. Just as a river carves a path through rock over time, persistent effort eventually creates breakthroughs that cannot be ignored. Those who persevere understand that the journey may be long, but every step taken with purpose and determination brings them closer to their goal. Finally, perseverance teaches patience and humility. It reminds you that success is not an entitlement, but a reward for those who refuse to quit. It teaches you to appreciate the journey, to value the lessons learned along the way, and to recognize that your efforts are preparing you for something far greater than you could achieve without endurance. The power of perseverance lies in its ability to transform ordinary people into extraordinary achievers, turning challenges into triumphs and delays into divine appointments. Perseverance ensures that when the moment of breakthrough arrives, you are not just ready, you are prepared to embrace it fully. It guarantees that the victories you achieve are sustainable, meaningful, and aligned with the purpose you have been called to fulfill. Those who persevere do not just survive the storms of life. They rise above them stronger, wiser, and unstoppable. Recognition and alignment are the moments when preparation, patience, perseverance, and faith converge into a powerful, undeniable force. Timing is not just about waiting or working. It is also about being in tune with the universe, with the opportunities before you, and with your own inner calling. When the time is right, everything aligns. The people, the circumstances, and the opportunities all come together to create a moment that cannot be forced or manufactured. This alignment is the natural result of consistency, hard work, and spiritual readiness. It is the reward for those who have trusted the process, for those who have held on when others gave up, and for those who have prepared themselves to receive what is theirs. Alignment begins with awareness. You must recognize the signs around you and be alert to the doors that open. Sometimes opportunities appear in ways you do not expect, in places you may not have looked, or through people you did not anticipate. The key is to be observant and discerning, to understand that alignment often comes subtly at first and then reveals itself fully when you are ready. Missing alignment is often a result of distraction, impatience, or fear. Those who are attuned, who are watching and listening, will know when it is time to step forward. Alignment also requires trust. Even when everything seems perfect, you must have faith that this convergence is for your good and for the fulfillment of your purpose. It is easy to doubt, to question, or to second guess opportunities, but the person who trusts the process will act decisively and confidently. Trust allows you to move without hesitation, to seize the moment, and to walk boldly into the season that has been prepared for you. Without trust, even the perfect alignment can be wasted because fear or uncertainty prevents you from acting at the right time. Recognition is equally vital. You must be able to discern when the timing is perfect, when circumstances are right, and when an opportunity is meant for you. Many people overlook their breakthroughs because they do not recognize them. They may see the signs but fail to act, or they may underestimate the significance of the moment. Recognition comes from experience, preparation, and attentiveness. It is the ability to see beyond the surface and understand that what appears in your life is not random, but divinely or naturally orchestrated to align with your purpose. Alignment and recognition work hand in hand. When you are prepared and patient, when you have persevered through challenges, and when you are spiritually and mentally ready, you will recognize the perfect moment. People, resources, and opportunities will converge, and it will feel almost effortless. Doors will open, relationships will deepen, and paths will become clear. The timing will feel precise because it is. Everything you have done, every challenge you have endured, and every lesson you have learned leads to this alignment. Moreover, alignment teaches readiness. You cannot control when the moment comes, but you can control how ready you are. Those who align themselves with purpose and recognize their moment step into their opportunities with confidence, wisdom, and authority. They understand that this alignment is the culmination of their effort, their faith, and their resilience. They are not just participants in their breakthrough, that they are prepared to maximize it and sustain it. Finally, alignment brings clarity and momentum. Once you recognize the right moment and act in harmony with it, everything flows. The resistance you faced before begins to fade, obstacles become manageable, and your path forward becomes clear. Alignment is not just about opportunity, it is about the synchronization of your life with the forces that support your destiny. It ensures that when your moment comes, you can embrace it fully, act decisively, and create a lasting impact. Recognition and alignment are the ultimate proof that your time has come, that your preparation has been worth it, and that the future you have been waiting for is finally unfolding before you